I want to warn everyone right here, right now. I have no idea how this is going to go. I have no idea what we're going to say or how it's going to be said or in what verbiage it's going to be said. I have no clue. It's literally, I guess, a free-for-all sort of thing here. As we talk about the Pittsburgh motherfucking Steelers, who are not the Pittsburgh Steelers right now because I don't recognize this team for what they are standard to be, but I guess right now is the standard of what they want to be because they're so complacent. They got blown out by the Cincinnati Bengals today, 41-10. The first time the Bengals have swept the Steelers since 2009. The first time the Bengals have beaten the Steelers 3 or more times since 1980 all the way through 1990, where they swept us 3 straight years.
And it's actually the first time in Ben Roethlisberger's historical career that he's lost to the Bengals 3 straight times. I mean, what does that got to tell you about Big Ben Roethlisberger as of right now?
I'll tell you this right now, guys.
Listen, man, I don't want to rant, or I'm going to try not to rant too much because this is something that I anticipated and somewhat expected.
Yes,
But I think I just can't hold my frustrations back.
No,
honestly.
Because we're going to tell you right here, right now, everything that we saw today when we watched that game was no shock to either of us.
Was of no surprise. Because we know this team and how they've been playing, even when we won games.
So, like,
this team's so complacent.
So when they would score touchdowns or when the Bengals would drive down the field, right? All I did was just look at my TV with a glum look. I wasn't getting frustrated like I normally would. You wanna know why? Because I didn't get my hopes up.
Neither did I.
You can't get mad if you don't get your hopes up too high. That's one thing I learned real quick about this fucking team.
Exactly.
Knowing how they've underachieved for so many years now and how many players that they've wasted.
And let go.
I've learned not to get my hopes up so high, especially knowing how this season has gone and how it will go for the rest of the year. This was despicable. This was an abomination.
Yeah, if anybody is still optimistic and expecting this team to change, to play better, listen, man, I commend you. I really do. I really do commend you, but I don't know what's in your head. I don't know what the hell you've been taking, but pass the joint along because I need some.
This game was despicable. This was
a horrible performance, dude. I swear to God.
It's crazy because
I have seen some horrible performances from this team, being a Steelers fan, but this, I swear to God, this might, and I expect this too. This might take the fucking cake.
Because it's the Bengals, right? You know, and we're going to talk some history here. It's the Bengals.
The Cincinnati Bengals, a team that we have owned for 20, 30 some odd years.
Something like that. Especially in recent memory, before last year. But against the Bengals, you know, we normally know what Steelers team we're going to get, and that wasn't the case today. In fact, a rivalry was renewed. A rivalry is renewed. I guess you guys are who day. There's no more we day here.
No, we ain't going to be playing the Bill Cowher soundbite.
Which I wanted to.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Now. No, it's funny because
it's irrelevant.
It's disgusting because in week 3 we saw one of the worst performances that the Steelers have put on all season in week 3
against the Bengals. It was a complete disaster.
And yeah, Watt was out, Johnson was out, Sutton was out, Highsmith was out.
I think Hayden was out.
But guess what? We got most of those guys back. In fact, all of them played today outside of Hayden, and it was worse. This was worse than the week 3 performance. The Bengals completely destroyed us this year. They swept us, and in great fashion.
They blew us out. Both times they blew us out.
They swept us and flushed us down the fucking toilet. That's what they did. This team is a fucking abomination. This team fucking sucks. I have no faith going into the rest of the season.
No, because right now we are 5-5-1. If we have any chance of making the playoffs, 6 or 7 seed, whatever, we have to win the rest of our games. We have to win out completely.
Most of the games.
And that ain't gonna fucking happen. Are you kidding me?
No, because
after this performance, after the performance against the Chargers, after tying with the Lions that are still winless.
Which is why we say this performance that we saw today was no shock to either of us, because the blueprint is so simple for defenses. You run the ball, and you pretty much destroy this team.
Yeah. We can have Watt back. We can have Hayden back whenever. We can have Minka back. We can have everybody back.
They made no lick of a difference today.
They made no fucking impact. They did nothing. Because if they can't stop the run, what impact are they going to do? What are they going to fucking do on the field?
Because if you don't stop the run, then it's pretty easy for teams to run all over us. Otherwise, nothing else is going to work. It's like against the Chargers or against specifically the Lions where they completely ran all over us. They didn't have to pass the ball. But even when they did, it was still successful for guys like Joe Burrow. T. Higgins had a phenomenal game. Completely cooked James Pierre. I'm not sold on James Pierre, by the way.
No, not anymore. No, that was bad.
But even though we got those guys back, and yeah, Minka got his first interception of the season. Woohoo, yay. Guess what happened the very next play?
The very next play.
Ben Roethlisberger throws a pick six to Mike Hilton, former Steeler. You can't script this shit.
No.
Ben Roethlisberger was awful today.
You know what's
Oh, my God, Ben Roethlisberger. He's had 5 straight games without a turnover. Oh, my God, he's so safe with the football.
Listen,
yeah,
dude.
but you completely erase the fact that he has gotten so lucky that he didn't turn the ball over even more. You've completely erased the fact that he has been so inaccurate. You completely erased the fact that he has questionable decision-making, and that was proven today. That was fucking proven today when he threw an interception. Not only the Mike Hilton, which was a pick six, but on the first offensive drive of the game for the Steelers, he threw an interception to Eli Apple with miscommunication towards Claypool.
I said countless times that our luck was going to be running out when it came to Ben not throwing interceptions or turnovers, and look what happened.
Yes.
Look what the fuck happened. He had 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, and a fucking lost fumble.
His luck ran out, and the Bengals took advantage. Go fucking figure. What'd you expect? Going into the rest of this season, I'm going to expect absolutely fucking nothing.
Of course.
Absolutely nothing. This team is a fucking abomination. Our front seven was one of the worst in the league. The only reason why many people don't put it there is because guys like Watt and Hayward are still on the line. If it wasn't for those guys, we would have the worst front seven in the league. Yeah, we don't have Alu and Tuitt. I get it, but our depth fucking sucks. And our linebackers are garbage.
Devin Bush
needs to be fucking sick.
Yeah, exactly.
Spillane, he's a one-trick pony.
But Spillane, dude, no, because he got out with a knee injury. I don't know the extent of his injury, so we can't really bench Bush if Spillane's hurt. We don't know the extent of that injury. We don't know how long he's going to be out. So who are you going to fill in for Bush? Marcus Williams? Marcus Allen, I mean.
Marcus Williams?
I'm sorry.
What the fuck you talking about?
I was thinking of, I'm too fucking frustrated. Marcus Allen? Maybe put Buddy Johnson in there, 4th-round rookie? I wouldn't mind giving him the damn nod, seeing what he can do.
Plain and simple, our front seven sucks and not going to stop anything. Because guess what? Alu's not coming back, and I know damn sure Tuitt's not coming back. Our front seven is going to be the fucking weakness of our defense. Because we can't stop nobody. Mixon had 165 on the ground today. 2 touchdowns. He had 120 yards in the first half alone.
And we still.
What do you think offenses are going to do? They're going to run the fucking ball, and we can't stop shit. And the offense steps away from an obvious game plan where, guess what? All you have to do is feed Najee. You set the game plan by feeding Najee, but they completely step away from it.
Can you show me how many carries Najee had in this game?
8 carries.
8 fucking carries?
8 carries.
8!
And it's not like we were down a huge deficit to the point we had to fucking step away from the running game. We were only down 10-0. But instead we pass it like we're down 4 touchdowns.
And I don't know why. Why? Because Ben has a great history in Ohio. Because he has a great history against the Bengals. Because of all that goddamn recognition he has. His stats, you think he's going to fucking do something? You drafted Najee Harris to help with the running game. Because our running game the past 3-4 years have been absolute dog shit. And that's not because of James Conner's fault. It's not.
It's obviously the O-line.
It's obviously the O-line, but the fact that you drafted Najee Harris, why the fuck would you not have the fucking main game plan be running the ball? I understand the Bengals have a top 5 rushing defense. They're good at stopping the run. But the fact that you don't even try goes to show me that you don't fucking give a shit. That you have the same game plan with Ben Roethlisberger in. You're going to have him throw it because he had a great history against the Bengals. Yeah, look what the fuck happened tonight.
Yeah, and the crazy...
And it goes to show you Ben doesn't have it anymore. This season, he's done.
And the sickening part is we expected this. We even said it at the end of last season. If Ben comes back, it's going to be a waste. It's going to be no fucking different. In fact, it's only worse.
My God, is it fucking worse. If I'm going to...
But the problem is we fell into the trap, the optimism trap that other fans like to push. And we shouldn't have done that. We should have stuck to our guns. Because guess what? What we said at the end of the season is now being proven right. This season is a fucking waste, and bringing Ben back did nothing but enable it. A fucking waste. This team sucks. Everything about this team sucks. And I'm not only saying it because we lost today. This shit has been proven all fucking year.
Even in the fucking 4-game win streak. Let's not forget about the 4-game win streak. That shit's a goddamn fluke. Because if Ben threw those turnovers, if he didn't get lucky, we would not have 5 wins. I'd say we have 2. Honestly, we would have 2. We should probably be 5-6 right now because the Lions probably would have beaten us. We are playing. We are on par as the Detroit Lions. You know why I say that? Because we fucking tied with them. And look what happened against the Chargers. Couldn't stop shit. Look what happened today against the Bengals. Couldn't stop shit. Now you're going to tell me that we're going to stop the Baltimore Ravens with the injuries they got? We're going to stop the Minnesota Vikings? We're going to stop the Kansas City Chiefs? We're going to stop the Cleveland Browns again? We're going to stop the Tennessee fucking Titans? Yeah, sure thing, man. Sure thing. If you guys are optimistic, I commend you, but you need to knock that shit off because that optimism needs to fucking go away. This team is not what the team used to be years prior. They don't have that heart. They don't have passion. We're not going to be going on the 2005 run where the last game we lost was against the Bengals and TJ Houshmandzadeh was rubbing his cleats with the terrible towel and we won the rest of the way. That shit ain't happening. Because this team has no heart. They have no care to change shit. Tomlin says changes are coming. Sure. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, it's all talk, no fucking game, bitch. All talk, no game.
I'll believe it when I see it. This coaching staff is an abomination. A fucking abomination. These coordinators are garbage. Fucking garbage. Butler should have been gone. Been gone. Dude, and then Canada. The Steelers Canada, man. Like, I understand it's his first year as an NFL coordinator, but his shit's not working. The scheme's not working. Sure, he doesn't have the right personnel, but the play calling is absolutely atrocious. Fucking atrocious. It's disgusting.
No, we get away.
We're running the same plays constantly.
Yeah, it's funny
These jet sweeps fucking suck.
It's funny that you bring that up with the same plays happening. The play that we did when Mike Hilton got the pick 6, immediately after that, 2 straight plays, we did the same fucking thing. Same formation, same play. Yeah, do the same play in which Mike Hilton got a fucking interception and returned it for a touchdown. That's fucking smart. That's going to help us win. That's going to get us down the field. Sure thing.
And they still played their stars even though they were down 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, and Frymuth's going to be evaluated for a concussion. We're losing 41-3. Why is Pat still in? Why are your guys still in?
This team is garbage, bro.
And like I said, Thomas said changes are going to come. What are you going to do? You're not going to bench Ben? You don't fire your coordinators.
What changes? What changes? Are you talking about the offseason? At this point, I want it to be the fucking offseason. What changes? I'll believe it when I see it. All talk, no action, man. This team sucks. It literally sucks.
The players...
I don't understand how anyone can be optimistic heading into the rest of the season. I don't know how anyone can defend this shit. This team sucks through and through. Our front seven's garbage. Our O-line's garbage. Apparently, people want to catch when they want to.
Our game plan is garbage. Our offensive calling's garbage. Ben's garbage.
Ben's only going to get worse down the stretch.
Which, by the way, after this season, we said it time and time and time again, and we're going to say it again. Ben needs to go after this season. He should not come back. If he comes back, you're literally going to see the same shit next season.
The same shit. And again,
do not bring Ben back. He's done.
And again, man, we said this was going to be the case at the end of the season. And here we are being proven right. We're not the only ones either.
No, we're not.
And again, sickens me, bro.
Again, dude, it's something that we expected, but it still frustrates the hell out of us. Like, this team, I think it's just the fact that this team just continues to be so complacent and doesn't change anything.
Yeah, because Tomlin said changes are coming, right? But to start this very game, the defense picked up exactly where they left off last week, where they couldn't stop the run. Joe Burrow jukes Minka Fitzpatrick for a rushing touchdown. T. Higgins, touchdown, because James Pierre ain't got no fucking ball skills in the air. James Pierre got cooked today, bro. I am not sold on the motherfucker. Everyone's saying he's starting caliber at this point. Where? Not sold on him. Not fucking sold.
Listen,
I'm looking at it, corner's going to be an issue next year. Quarterback's going to be a fill-in, obviously, at least a fucking better O-line for sure. I mean, we all knew this coming into the season as well, but here we are being complacent. You know, complacent is not a word in Tomlin's vocabulary, but complacent should be in the dictionary. And when you look into it, Mike Tomlin should be right there. Complacency. And it's a picture of Mike Tomlin.
Everybody sucks. The majority of the players suck. The coaches suck. Canada, Butler, Tomlin, they all suck.
The blueprint is so easy for opposing offenses. All you have to do is run the fucking ball, and it's not hard to do that. It doesn't matter who the fuck you got. It could be the water boy. It could be the Walmart greeting guy who's 80 fucking years old. And he could run through this fucking front seven. It's that fucking easy. And, of course, the Steelers, they're going to trust Ben to get us back. Ben can still do it. No, the fuck he can't.
He's done.
This team is lost, bro. This team is a waste. This season is a waste. I don't see how we even possibly win a single game this year the rest of the way. I don't see how we make the playoffs.
Dude, it doesn't get any easier.
It does not get any easier. We got the Ravens next week. And you know what's sickening? The Steelers, of all teams, the Steelers has made me not excited for Steelers-Ravens football. You see what Herbert and Burrow has done against this defense. Imagine what Lamar Jackson's going to do. Imagine what their rushing offense is going to do. I don't give a fuck if they have Devontae Freeman and Latavius Murray.
No, they'll do something. I guarantee you they'll do something.
This team sucks, man.
This team is off. There's no other way to put it. We said it countless times.
What else? What else happened in this game, statistically? Deontay Johnson had a great game statistically. So did Claypool and Freiermuth.
I think the majority.
No.
Who doesn't? I don't count those stats because they were garbage time. I don't give a shit.
Cam Hayward.
What are stats going to do? Stats aren't going to win you games.
Cam Hayward and Chris Wilmer are the only ones that got sacks today.
And, dude, if there's 3 or 4 people I can say, God bless. It's Najee Harris, Pat Freiermuth, TJ Watt, and Cameron Hayward. God bless those 4 players. Honestly. They are the 4 guys that have been very impactful, at least to me and Danny, that have put in the most effort, done what they can to help win.
And it's obvious. You can see it on the field.
I feel so bad for those guys. God bless them. Everybody else, I mean, they've been off. Minka hasn't really done anything.
I don't know who this Richard Garcia dude is. He's saying Bengals in the chat like 1,000 times. Go fuck yourself. What to do? Y'all won. Y'all swept us. Jesus Christ, don't act like a fucking Browns fan where they beat us once in Heinz Field in the playoffs, and now they're just going to use that as their Super Bowl. Go fuck yourself. Fuck the Bengals, man, but fuck the Steelers. They knew this was a big fucking game. They knew this was a big divisional matchup. They had to get a record. They're already 1-1 against the division. Now they're 1-2. That one win against the Browns. At this point, I don't see how the fuck we beat a division rival anymore.
No.
At this point, we might be in the fucking basement.
Dude, exactly. Like I said, dude, we're on par with the fucking Detroit Lions. Because we can't stand up to these fucking great offenses. This defense, it was already proven if it wasn't proven against the Chargers despite the injuries. And when we got guys back, they still made no impact. There's no excuses for this team anymore. If anybody goes in or out, it don't fucking matter. This team cannot get the job done.
No, because it's the same story even with these guys in.
Do they help? Maybe, but not enough. Not enough. They do nothing on the field. This defense cannot stop a high-powered offenses. Do you know how many high-powered offenses we still got to face? Many rushing attacks we got to try to stop. We can't stop a nosebleed. The offense is so complacent. They do the same plays literally repeatedly every week in and week out. Snap by snap. I'm not even joking.
And if they don't get a simple running game going, then our defense sure as fuck can't stop shit. So they're going to have to force Ben to fucking pass it. And guess what? That's a recipe for disaster. That's not going to win you football games.
No. Tomlin said that changes could be coming. Changes do need to be coming. But what the fuck are they going to change? They're not going to bench Ben. They're not going to they're not going to fire the coordinators. They don't fire people. The Pittsburgh Steelers front office does not fire people. They're not going to fire Butler, although the past 2 performances, the defense has been awful. I think they've allowed over like 90-something or 900 total yards.
Butler needs to fucking go.
I agree, but the Steelers ain't going to fire them. They're not going to let go of Canada after 1 year. I can't see that. I'd be shocked if they get rid of Canada and Butler. I feel like it's what needs to happen because I'm actually sick and tired of Matt Canada. It's the same shit from last year.
We are more than halfway through the season. I'm already done with Canada's system. It's not working. Whoop-de-doo. He doesn't have the right personnel. He doesn't have the line. He doesn't have the quarterback. The play calling fucking sucks.
It's not going to work.
It fucking sucks.
It's not going to get the job done.
This entire team is an abomination, bro. This team absolutely sucks. All the way from the top to the bottom. Sucks. This was a big fucking game that they had to win, and guess what? They got blown out. Now they go up against the Ravens next week, where they return to Heinz Field. And I'm not excited for Steelers-Ravens football. I can't believe I'm saying that.
No, because I'm going to go into this game, the Ravens game, in every other game, the same way I came into the Chargers game in this game. Not expecting anything because why the fuck should I?
And
they literally make no changes. They make no adjustments whatsoever.
And
they do nothing on that field. They're just like Devin Bush. They just stand there. They don't do a damn thing.
No, they don't. No, they the fuck don't, man.
I don't expect them to change. I don't expect them to play better. I expect them to play the same fucking thing. So much for that heart and determination against the Chargers. That was going to be the turning point. Yeah, sure fucking thing. If 41-10 is the turning point, then holy fuck. That's bad.
You know, I give props to the people that are still optimistic about this team, or that were optimistic about this team through everything. But I don't see what the fuck you're seeing, man. I really don't.
No.
I really don't. And now, like, welcome to the fucking club. You're starting to open your eyes now.
Starting to see what we've been seeing this whole season, even when we've won games. This team ain't that competitive. This team ain't that great.
This team ain't shit, bro. This season was a fucking waste. It is a waste.
And quite honestly, we're going to be in for some down years, honestly. It's been long overdue for us.
And are people afraid of that? Because I'm not. I'm not.
I think that's actually quite a little more... I think that's quite exciting if you ask me. I don't mind a bit of a rebuild mode because we need to be in rebuild mode. The era in which we dominated the AFC North, where we've been a top contender in the AFC, that's dimming down, man. That's dying off. We are not that team anymore from years prior.
Fuck no.
If we were, we would have more wins, but we don't. If we were, we would have never tied with the Detroit Lions.
No.
We would have blown them out. Even with Rudolph in. It's the same shit week in and week out. The same fucking shit.
Same shit, and it's going to remain the same shit. So, heading into the next couple games, or the next stretch of games, or the remaining of the season, I'm going to go into the game the same way we did against the Chargers, against the Bengals today, expecting absolutely nothing, probably expecting the same shit we saw today, because nothing's going to change. Thomas says there's going to be change. I doubt that, man. Anytime Thomas says there's going to be change, there ain't shit. This team is complacent. This team is garbage. Why do you think they brought Ben back? Because they're complacent. Because they think he can still do it all for us. That's false.
If this game wasn't any indication of what this team truly is, then I don't know what to tell you, honestly. I cannot see this team really winning another game.
No, I don't.
After this performance, why should I? Why should I confidently say, yeah, we're going to beat this team? Why should I? This team sucks. This team is fucking done. And after this season, they got to fucking make some changes. They really do. Considering they're going to have the most cap space. And they got to look at the fucking coordinators, the coaches in general. Not saying they have to completely clean house.
No, but
they have to make some changes.
I think we need new coordinators. We need to actually go out of our way and sign someone from different teams. Not these fucking in-house promotions. That's not going to fucking work. We need to go out and get some actual fucking names.
I mean, I'm just saying.
We need to grow a set. We need to grow a set and actually go out and get someone from a different team that has actually succeeded and will succeed with this new, eventually, new system. New offense, new quarterback.
Listen, I'm just saying. Anybody remember Todd Haley? He was head coach for the Chiefs. Didn't do well with the Chiefs. We hired him as our offensive coordinator.
And the offense hasn't been since.
Look how great our offensive fucking was as him as our coordinator. He made questionable calls, of course. But our offense was so fucking hot and dynamic, we trusted that offense. Because we went out of our way and signed someone from a different team. Yet since then, we've promoted Fichtner.
Oh, same thing. Same thing.
Backhand, complacent.
Same thing could be said for Bruce Arians. Although, yeah, he was an in-house promotion. He was wide receiver coach. No, hold on. He was, what was he? He was a wide receiver coach, then a quarterback coach, then the OC, I believe. Or something along those lines. I forget. My mind is all fucked up. But
that's when we had coaches in which they knew what to do. They knew what calls to play or
same thing
call.
Same thing with Ken Wisenhunt. But now this team is just complacent, man.
I look back at those coaches, man. They knew what to do. They knew what plays needed to be called. They knew how to win.
I hate seeing talent wasted. We've seen it the last 10 years. Teams have been wasted. Talent has been wasted. Defenses, offenses, high statistics have been wasted because we can't go back, man. Because this team is so complacent with what the fuck they got.
Because of the
Look at it now.
Because
they brought Ben back at 39 years old. They barely built up the offensive line. They drafted Green and Moore at third and fourth round. They brought back Chucks. They brought back Banner, who has yet to fucking start this season. You look at the defense.
They brought back Juju.
They brought back Juju.
He did nothing.
I mean, they promoted Canada, who clearly had influence last year, and now this year, where he's actually has the playbook in hand, he's doing fucking nothing. And then you look at the defense. How long have they kept Butler? How many times have he put linebackers on receivers, and how often has that succeeded? How many of the same guys from the defensive line last year do we keep for this year? Pretty much every motherfucker except Loudermilk, because he's new. That's it. And guess what? That rushing defense down the stretch didn't fucking work. We trusted James Pierre in his second year after being undrafted.
And look what happened. He got toasted
This team,
by fucking T. Higgins.
This team is complacent, man.
And this complacency is biting us in the ass, and it probably will for the next couple of years unless we do make some drastic changes. Whether that's this upcoming week against the Ravens or the offseason or whatever. No matter what, changes need to be made. Because you can't fucking go into next season with the same personnel, with the same players. You got to make some changes.
If you do that, then you're pretty much just quitting on the season. You might as well wave. The Steelers, man, it's convenient it was an away game. They might as well just took the fucking jersey off and waved it like a terrible towel. We give up!
Was there a mercy rule? Is there a mercy rule in football? That's what they should have fucking
This team fucking sucks, man. I am so sick of this team. I'm so sick of them being complacent. And I'm not only saying this because, we lost today badly. We've seen this shit how many years now? We've seen this shit how many times this season now? Don't give me that shit. You're only saying it because, we lost badly. Bitch, have you watched the football games?
You guys are so negative.
Fucking eyes shut and like, oh my God, it's all peachy and fine. We're gonna ride to the top. Ben still got it. Oh my God, we're gonna be AFC North champions once again. Ben can still do it all for us, right? Oh my God,
dude, at that
give
point,
give it time. These guys are gonna get better.
Dude, at that point,
where are you now?
Dude, at that fucking point, you guys are just getting your goddamn hopes up even more. Like, stop it. Fuck this positivity. Fuck this shit.
There's nothing wrong with being negative about your team, and I hate that we're being proven right. There's nothing wrong with being negative about your team.
Dude, I want us to be proven wrong. I want this team to shut our mouths and say, fuck that. We're a great team. But they're not.
In fact, they're proving us right, and I fucking hate it.
I
fucking hate it.
I want to be proven wrong, but we're not, dude. We're not.
There's nothing wrong with being negative about your team.
All these people saying...
There is nothing wrong with being negative.
Yeah, all these people saying, you're too negative, what's wrong with you? Like, where's the love and the passion? Bro, I wore this shit literally to work as we were getting blown out.
Same here. We went into work halfway through the fourth quarter.
Wearing exactly this shit. Through thick and thin, no matter what, I will support this team. Anybody that may call us a fake fan because we're ranting and being negative about this team,
call it negativity. I call it being real because guess what?
That's what makes you a real fan, because you're calling this team out like they fucking are.
Because you want them to be better. You're not closing your eyes and hoping for the best, hoping for positivity, hoping for false hope.
Oh, they're going to turn the season around. Bush is going to go back to his rookie season statistically. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. And I don't know how many times we have to say it in this live stream, but it's fucking true.
And now everyone's starting to open their eyes. Like, hey, welcome to the club.
It's about time you join.
I'm not trying to toot my own horn here. I'm not.
No, I'm not one of those people that'd be like, oh, I told you so, but really, I hate being one of those people. But it's like, I expected this. I didn't get my hopes up.
Yeah.
I was waiting for something like this. I was!
Watching this game, none of this was a surprise. And going into the rest of the season, we're going to go in the same way, and it'll probably come out the same outcome, and guess what? We're just going to look at the TV. We're going to look at the TV with a glum look. Probably laughing. Not because we want the Steelers to lose.
Oh, dude, no, dude.
But just laughing because, like, wow.
Yeah, dude, like, you can ask Dan. Like, as soon as Ben threw that ball, I saw Mike Hilton come up and get the pick and return for a touchdown, and I laughed my ass off. And I hate that I did that, but it's because I fucking saw it coming. As soon as Mika got the interception, I'm like, all right, cool, you got his first pick. About time, but he fucking got it. But it was like, I don't know if Ben can do it because the offense hasn't done anything all game. And the first fucking play, Mike Hilton, pick six.
INT.
And I don't know why they fucking went short with like 30 seconds left in the second quarter. But it didn't surprise me.
Rick Steele, I agree. We should have kept Mike Hilton.
We should have kept Mike Hilton. I feel like there had to been some way where we could have kept Mike Hilton.
There was a way.
There had to been. With how Colbert and Omar Khan were finessing the cap and shit. Same can be said about the offensive line. I felt like the Steelers could have been more aggressive in free agency and gone better at the offensive line. Specifically, me and Dan wanted them to get Corey Linsley.
You know what? Exactly. And I know there was a way they could have done it. But I'm glad you mentioned that because the team has to be aggressive next year. They cannot show us that they're complacent once again.
They have the most cap space. The most money going into next offseason.
And you're going to have some needs, obviously. You're going to have a quarterback need, a cornerback need, a tackle need.
Offensive line need. Maybe interior defensive line need. Maybe.
So go out your way and spend some bucks.
Revamp this team because they need fucking revamping.
Obviously, keep some of the guys that are going to be free agents this year. Maybe Edmonds. In fact, I would say definitely keep Edmonds.
No, because you don't want strong safety to be another.
I'm not trying to get into off-season talk, but they need to spend some bucks next year. Because this
I don't mind the offseason talk because whoever we got now ain't going to get the job done. They haven't got the job done.
No.
I don't mind the offseason talk early. I don't. Because this team ain't going to do anything the rest of the way.
And when we say this team is complacent, we mean like everybody. From the coaching staff all the way up to the head office. I love the Rooneys, but they have to fucking open their eyes, man.
Everybody. Front office, coaches, the players.
I'm sick and tired of seeing the same shit. It's absolutely despicable how we can go into a game expecting nothing, and we get that, and we're just like, oh, well, guess what? I knew that.
We saw that coming.
It's like, whoop-de fucking do. Will Kevin Colbert be back? Says Steel Jackson. Shout out to Steel Jackson, by the way.
I think Colbert will be back.
Colbert will be back. I trust Colbert to, help this team. I really do. Especially heading into probably the biggest offseason of his career.
Yeah.
And probably the last offseason of his career for all the fuck we know because he's taking it one by year. In fact, his contract runs up until after next year's draft. So, I think Colbert will still be here. And this offseason, man, this upcoming offseason, which is still a long way, but he's they're really going to have to step it up, man, because I see nothing coming out of the rest of this season. I see nothing coming out of the rest of this team.
Nope.
So we're just going to have to stick with it. We're going to have to ride it out. That's all we're going to have to do. That's all we can do.
So if that's the case, guys, sit back, relax, get a full case of Iron City beer, maybe get a bottle of bleach with you, and just sit back and just mix it. Just enjoy the ride. Just try to enjoy it for what it is, honestly, because that's what me and Dan are going to do. That's exactly what me and Dan are going to do.
Obviously. Do I hope this team steps up and proves
Yes, of course, dude. Of course.
But the one thing I've noticed from this team from years past is they don't do it. They don't change. They're complacent. I know we keep saying that we sound like broken records. I apologize, but fucking A. Especially the last 3 years where this team has dipped in December. Oh, we're going to raise hell here in December, says Mike Tomlin. Because the last 3 fucking years, you guys have tanked. In 2018, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
In 2019, whoop-de-doo, you didn't have Ben, but guess what? You're in perfect position to make a playoff spot without him, and you didn't. Last year, Jesus fucking Christ.
Now this year, oh my fucking God, dude. I see absolutely no fucking...
You're tanking now, it's not even December. And by tanking, I don't mean like tanking, but like, you're tanking like, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Dude, we're in hell right now.
This team sucks. I'm
sweating.
I'm sweating.
We're going to raise hell in December, bro. We're already in hell, and we're just a few days away from December. Come December football, man, that's where we've been horrible the last 3 years. Just expect the same thing, honestly.
That's what I'm going to do, man.
I don't see any difference from this team. I'm sorry.
You guys have your own feelings, and that's fine. I respect all that. But heading into the rest of the season, I'm expecting nothing less. Or nothing more, rather.
No. And why should we, honestly? Why
Jack Lambert puts it perfectly. The Titanic. We're a sinking fucking ship.
Slowly but surely, we're sinking. Down to the Atlantic Ocean.
So we tied with the Lions. We lost badly to the Chargers. And we lost horribly to the Bengals. Next week, we have the Baltimore Ravens in Pittsburgh. This is our first matchup versus the Ravens this year. This is the first of what will be a very important matchup versus the Ravens. But then again, this was an important matchup today, and they did that. Yeah, it's Steelers-Ravens football, but even then, I'm not excited for the first time because I can kind of expect what we're going to see from this team. And that's despicable. I hate it.
It's sad. Coming off a 4-game win streak, you know, I wasn't really pleased by those wins anyway because they weren't convincing. They weren't necessarily good wins. Yeah, a win's a win to an extent until this is what happens.
But if you look at it that way, this season is a roller coaster. We started 1-3, and then we went to, what was it? It was 5-3.
5-3, and then we tied with the Lions.
So 5-3-1. Then we went 5-4. Now we're 5-4-1. Now we're 5-5-1. This season is a roller coaster. It's like a down, up, down. I don't see us going back up. It's just going to keep going down. I expect no change from this team. Just based on years prior.
Everybody, just buckle up. Buckle up and just try to enjoy the ride for what it is.
Pretty much. You know what? The only reason why I'm going to enjoy the rest of this season is because it's Ben's last year. That is it. The only reason why I'm going to enjoy the rest of this season is because this is the last we're going to be able to see of Ben Roethlisberger. It may not be the Ben Roethlisberger we all love and know and respect and appreciate.
And would want to play on the field.
But it's Ben Roethlisberger nonetheless. And this is his last season. That's the only reason why we're sticking with this season, or that's the only way we're going to enjoy the rest of the season. Despite the bad, is this will be Ben's last year. This is Ben's last ride, even though it's a complete bumpy ride. But this is it for Ben, man. This last stretch is it for Ben. It fucking better be.
It has to be.
No question. I love Ben to death, but he's got to go. He's really got to go.
No, it's time for that chapter to end.
He has got to fucking go.
It's been a long and historical career for Ben. Long chapter for Ben and the Steelers, but that chapter's got to close. You got to close the book. Got to end the era, because that era is literally dying off. We're actually delaying the inevitable. We have been for years.
We have. You're right.
And we better not for one more year.
Instead of closing the book, they just keep writing pages. And it's not good. It's like the book was a great read, and then towards the end it just fucking
it dragged.
It dips, and it's like, why the fuck am I still reading this?
We're dragging Ben's career. A 39-year-old quarterback that gets hurt just throwing the arm.
Everyone's saying trade for Watson. I would love that, but there's too much baggage unless it gets cleared. I would love Watson. Everyone's saying Kaepernick. No, Kaepernick's not coming back. Close that fucking chapter. Jesus Christ, he's not coming back.
Are people honestly saying Kaepernick? Are you kidding me?
And then people are obviously saying Pickett. I would love Pickett. But Tomlin's also said he wants a vet quarterback, which I'm not opposed to.
Well, who's to say that we don't do both?
That I could do both.
Technically, Mason's a veteran. Now, I know that's not very... I know, exactly.
That's more of a gap.
But who's to say that we don't go with a veteran Mason, but still draft a guy like Kenny Pickett, potentially?
Maybe.
I mean, depending on how the Steelers play the rest of the way, which could very well be bad.
You also got to look at it. Tomlin, unless he's had to, like he's had this year with Muth, Najee, Green, Moore, like he's had to. But in years prior, he doesn't like forcing his rookies in so fast. So I could see something like that. Whether we sign someone, whether we trust Mason and then still draft somebody, I can see something like that.
Yeah, especially with the way we're looking right now. We could have an early pick.
I can totally see us having like a gap situation, similar to what the Patriots did.
And look at the Patriots now.
And you know what? I would be fine with that.
Look at the Patriots now. They took 1 year for a gap quarterback to rebuild, to reload.
Right.
And look at them now. They got a stellar quarterback.
Although I would hate to waste this defense, even though you could say it's already wasted. You really could.
Just like the offense from years ago was wasted.
You could say that, but I wouldn't mind a gap season. Honestly, I think that's what this team needs.
That's definitely what this team needs. Dude, we're long overdue for it. Long overdue for it.
Believe me, I'm not in favor of Mason either, but maybe a gap season is what we need. But who will we pick up? A-Rod's obviously the dream. Is that possible? Sure, maybe Russ Wilson. Is that possible? Derek Carr. I'd love that. Is that possible? I don't know. The offseason's still like 2-3 months away. We have a whole December season to go and half of January. And I don't think we're going to make it past January.
No,
if I'm
not at all.
With you, with the way this team is performing, man, I don't see no improvement. Because what are we going to do to improve? You're not going to fire no one midseason because that's not what the Steelers do.
Yeah.
You're not going to bench Ben. These guys aren't growing. Like, I doubt you're going to sit Bush, even though you fucking should. So what the fuck are you going to do to change shit? What are you going to do?
I don't think they're going to do anything. They say they're going to do this now. We got to play better. We got to make some changes. But yet, week in and week out, it's just all talk, no show.
And it's not like you can just sign someone off the street. I mean, you could, but who realistically is still out there?
Like, we know this team needs to make changes. Of course they need to make changes, but I don't know what they're going to do. What can they change? What, honestly, can they change?
At this point in the season, what can you do?
There's nothing you can do. All you can really do and hope for is for this team to play better. But we said it the past 2 years.
If I'm going to be real with you, man, this season, this Steelers team has already hit its ceiling. So, I don't see how much higher they can go.
We can say this team needs to play better, but we said that last year, and look how that ended. Will this team play better? I fucking hope to God they do. I really do. But I cannot see it happening.
Maybe the Steelers, maybe they throw whatever they can out there. Maybe they do sit Ben, which is obviously not going to happen. Maybe they start Mason, all this stuff, right? But that's not going to happen because the Steelers, they don't do that.
No.
They don't just give up. Although they do, but they don't, if you know what I mean.
You know, it's funny because Von Bell's comments back in week 3 are actually quite relevant as of right now.
Not just Von Bell, Tyler Boyd.
Yeah, even that, too. That's what I was referring to. Tyler Boyd, my bad.
His statement in week 3 was true.
It remained relevant in this game.
That didn't offend me one bit. I agreed with him. And he went to college in Pittsburgh where he played at Hines.
And to this day.
To
this day, we still agree with him.
Yes, because that didn't offend me because guess what? He's right. And that was week 3. And guess what? We've seen 0 improvements since that fucking game. Because this game was worse than that week 3 performance. They blew us out even worse. And next week, again, we have the Ravens. And I'm not confident. And I'm not excited for Ravens-Steelers football. Nope. How the fuck is that possible? Only the Steelers can do that.
I suppose.
Only the Steelers can do that. Cold sent me something in the DMs. What the fuck did he send me?
It's plain and simple. I'm not expecting much. I don't think a lot of people really should. What did he send you?
I'll put it on the screen.
I'll put it on the screen. You're trying not to laugh. What?
I'm done.
Can I just see it on the phone?
No.
Oh, you want to? All right.
I'm done, bro. I am fucking done.
What?
I am fucking done.
What'd I miss?
I am fucking done.
Devin Bush. Oh, my fucking God.
I am fucking done.
He did not.
He did too.
Hopefully all you guys understand that. Hopefully you guys get that.
If you don't, there's this wrestler named Orange Cassidy, and he's the laziest professional wrestler out there, and that's his gimmick. And he just put Devin Bush on Cassidy's head. Because guess what? It's true. Devin Bush is lazy. Devin Bush is absolutely lazy.
I am done with Devin Bush. I am. I'm done. I'm sick and tired of him.
I'm sick and tired of this team. Let's see what the chat's saying, man.
Yeah, we actually got like almost 300 people right now watching us. Like, thank you from the bottom of both of our hearts. Thank you very much for tuning in, hearing us rant about this team because they suck. But thank you. Sincerely, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, seriously. Wow. Let's see what's going on Twitter. Is there anything that's happening on Twitter? Did anyone say anything? Is there any injury updates?
Nah, I mean, I don't know.
And don't say that this Bengals shit is a fluke. Like,
how can you say it's a fluke?
They swept us for the first time since 2009. They've beaten us badly in both games. There's no fluke. Bengals are legit, man.
How can honestly?
A rivalry is renewed? In fact, I'd say a rivalry is renewed in every fucking division. The Steelers no longer run the division. I hope you guys understand that. The Steelers no longer run the AFC North.
Yeah, bro. That reign has died off. It's done. And how can anybody say that this win was a fluke? Are you kidding me? Hardly anybody was out for the Steelers.
Yeah, we got Minka, we got Watt back. What did they do? What did they do?
They did no effect because our rush defense can't stop the run, and we got other running backs that we got to try to stop.
If this team can't stop the run and force the quarterback to pass where Watt can do what Watt can do, then this team's not going to do anything all year.
No. Absolutely not.
It's so
and
simple.
you can't rely on the offense because Ben can't sling it like he used to, and we get away from the fucking run game because we're getting blown out and we have to pass it. But at the same time, that's the Steelers' fault because they don't try to establish a rushing game early. Which is why I don't get why they haven't done that the past 2 to 3 weeks against the Lions, Chargers, and the Bengals. Why are you not establishing a run game so early? You drafted Najee for this reason.
They step away from an obvious game plan.
Why? Najee Harris has been a fucking gem this season. He is a diamond in the rough. I don't want to overuse him. I don't want to run him into the ground. But for fuck's sake, here's your only running back. He's the only guy that you can count on to give you rushing yards. So why would you not use him? Why would you not run the ball? How many times do I have to raise my voice about that quote? Right. Run the ball!
Right.
Yeah, because Ben's going to sling it. Yeah, that's going to work. Like, that has worked. It hasn't, and it won't. And it won't for the rest of the way.
See, because you're ranting, I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
Josh K says, Dan, talk about fantasy football. That might clear you up or cheer you up.
That is not going to cheer me up. I'm getting blown out by Paper Portal.
The worst team in our Discord league. Shout out to
and congratulations to Paper Portal. Shout out to him.
I'd enjoy that topic. I can even call in and talk to you about my fantasy team if you like. Hashtag the East is ours.
Oh, jeez. Huh.
Yeah, fantasy fucking sucks.
Fantasy has not been it for me and Dan this year. It has not been. Not our year.
What did D. Carey put on Twitter? SteelTwins, is the Bush hate really warranted? He's a starting caliber linebacker on any other team. Okay.
He's not playing?
Okay.
What are you talking about?
If that's the case, D. Carey, give us Minka Parsons. If that's the case, give us Minka. Give us Minka Parsons.
If you're asking me, Minka Parsons is what Devin Bush should be playing like.
Right.
That's what we all thought. That's the player that we all expected coming out of Michigan. Where's that Devin Bush?
I apologize if this is going all over the place.
Yeah, honestly.
We've been live for, 3/4 of an hour.
I'm sweating.
It feels like longer. Steeler63 says it best. Cowher intimidated and had his players respect. Tomlin is just their buddy, and during game time, rarely shows any emotion. Cowher was full of fire and spat a ton when he was upset. You always saw the spit flying. You seen the chin.
Yeah, Cowher didn't fuck around, dude. Before the playoff game against the Bengals in 2005, the only thing that he showed in the film room to his players was T.J. Hughes-Manzada rubbing his cleats with a terrible towel. That's it. That's all he had to show. And look what happened in that game. We destroyed the fucking Bengals. We beat the shit out of them. Right. We got our win back after what they did to us.
Iron Fist.
Do I expect the same for this team? No. Because why would Tomlin not do the same thing with Tyler Boyd's comment?
Well, the coaching staffs are polar opposites.
I understand that, but it's like, why would you not have that same thought process? Why would you not have that same mentality?
Iron Fist says Ben is holding his team back. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
You're not kidding.
And that's why we said at the end of last season, it's going to be the same fucking story. There's going to be no difference. Don't believe us? Watch this clip here. Watch this clip, please. Please watch this clip.
Take a listen to it.
I don't think we're going back to the Super Bowl next year. Whether it is too early to tell if we are Super Bowl contenders because we don't know who we're going to get back. We don't know who we're going to resign. We don't know who we're going to add. So it is early to tell if we are Super Bowl contenders for next year. But right here, right now, I don't think we are. At least with what I'm looking at. In 3-4 months, I could have a complete different outlook. Hopefully I do. But right now, I don't think Ben's going to take us back to Lombardi. I think if he comes back next year, it's wasted. Because we're going to be eating a lot of cap because of him. And honestly, why not get an early look at evaluating the future of your quarterback position?
Right.
I think next year we're not going back. So Ben might as well walk away.
No, because you look at this team from this year. And I said this countless times, next year's going to be drastically different. It's going to be a drastically different team and roster. Right now it will be.
Yes.
We screwed up our chance, our one last chance.
This was our one last chance.
Next year,
the roster we had,
next year, as of now, I don't see us. I'm sorry.
I don't either. That's why I'm saying I think Ben should just walk away, retire right now, save some of the cap space, get some of the guys back as much as we can, and just start fresh. Start young. Start new. Start evaluating the future of your quarterback position.
Michael's muted.
Oh shit, my bad. Holy shit, wow. So all right, well, let me try to collect my thought right there. God damn, I did not expect that. Jesus.
Yeah, so I hate that I fell into optimistic trap again. I fucking hate it because we said it then, and we got to stick to our guns, man.
Honestly. And like I was saying before, we realized we were muted. Apologies for that. You know, essentially, like, with what Kevin Colbert and everybody else did, you know, they essentially brought back the same team, if you really think about it. They brought back Juju. They got rid of Nelson, though. They got rid of Hilton, though, and we relied on guys like James Pierre. Can't do anything. Justin Lane, the third-round pick wasted. He's essentially a bust. Akello Witherspoon we brought in via trade with the Seahawks.
So
He's a healthy and active almost every week.
So all in all, our depth got worse.
And our edge depth, too, because coming into this season, we brought in Melvin Ingram, we had Jameer Jones, and we drafted Quincy Roche in the draft.
None of them were with the team.
No.
None of them.
Now look at our depth. It's Taco Charlton. He does nothing. Derek Tuska. I never even heard of this guy until we signed him.
Yeah, our depth absolutely sucks. But even with these guys in or out, it's still the same fucking story.
It's no difference.
So it's like, are we missing anybody? Are we missing anybody when they're out? Not really.
We essentially brought back the same team, except we got a little worse. And the play the play shows it on the field.
Cold. I seen your comment way back up. I apologize, but I think there's some new merch coming to the Steel Yinders shop where this team is gross.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the deadgum truth?
Speaking of which, SteelYinders.com, there's a holiday sale that runs through Wednesday. So get your stuff now while prices are still low and while the sale is still on. SteelYinders.com. You can get stuff like it's jag-off season. I think Big Play is going to be temporarily retired. Just like how we took down the Browns are the Browns shirt, I think we're going to take down Big Play Clay right now.
No, because he's irrelevant. He hasn't done anything. The guy, I swear to God, Claypool trips on his feet almost every route.
He does.
It's like, dude, like, why is
It's like we're watching a taller Dree Archer. Like, why are you tripping?
Dude, like
what are you doing?
Dude, I swear to God, you know, he's gotten more clumsy since his rookie season. And I don't know why. I don't understand.
I don't know.
Like, Big Play Clay
This whole team's gotten clumsy.
Honestly. Big Play Clay is non-existent. Ben has caught up with Father Time. We can't establish a rushing game, although I know we can. We haven't. The defense can't stop the run. Our secondary is fucking getting torn up.
Well, here's the thing. If you know the defense can't stop the run, because who are you going to pick up to fix this fucking front seven? Literally nobody. Nobody. There's no trades you can do. There's no one you can bring in. There's no one that can step in. Because the depth gets worse. So if you know you can't stop the run, then why won't you keep the defense off the field? Why won't you eat the clock? Why won't you run the ball with Najee, who you drafted in the first fucking round, who can get up the field, who can fight for yards, who can get a running game going? If you know the front seven fucking sucks, if you know you can't stop the run, because you haven't how many weeks now and you won't the rest of the way. If you know you can't do any of that, why won't the game plan for the offense be where you pretty much stop or use the rushing attack? Drain the clock. Keep the ball out of Ben's hands.
Exactly.
Keep the defense off the field.
It's so funny because every preview we do, we say the game plan mainly is to run the ball and stop the run. But it's like we're literally saying what our opponent is doing, honestly, because they are establishing a rushing game. They're getting a running game going.
You wanna know why?
And the opposing team is stopping the run on us.
Because it's so easy. And that's another thing I've seen with this team, man. It's so easy to tell this team now. It's so easy to game plan against this team because nothing changes.
Dude, my 5-year-old nephew could be a defensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens, and he could tell them, yeah, they're going to do that. Oh, that's predictable. They're going to do that play.
Jesse says something needs to be said about the amount of injuries this team has sustained under this staff. Yes, injuries are inevitable and hard to avoid, but this has been ridiculous the past 5+ years. It has. The ACL injuries to Bush and Dupree last year, as well as Banner, and now we're seeing how many fucking groin injuries. It's a Guinness World Record for how many groin injuries an NFL team can sustain in a whole season. Like, Jesus Christ. Fucking shit.
Yeah, whoever our medical staff is or conditioning coach is, I mean, Tom's going to say changes need to be made. I think you need to look at there, too. Not just the coordinators, not just the players. Got to look at that, too, because these are kind of ridiculous. But that's still no excuse on to why this team performs the way they are on the field. That's still no excuse. Whether guys are in or out, it don't matter. Injuries should not be an excuse because injuries are what happened in football. And when it comes to this team, it's no different.
Right.
Injuries are not an excuse. There is no excuse.
And I just realized the Ravens and Browns are currently playing. I totally forgot. I don't know if I want to watch that game because I'm going to see real AFC North football. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's praising Deontay Johnson in the chat. Deontay Johnson's great. He is consistent. He's having a very quiet season. I'll give him that.
Yeah, of course. Can't deny it. Deontay Johnson is a great player. He stepped up big time since being benched in that Bills game last season.
Right.
And thank God.
Is he a number one? I don't know yet.
Probably not a true number one.
He has the ceiling for number one. I don't know if he's hit it yet.
No, maybe give him like another year or so, then maybe.
You guys need to draft a guard in the second round. Why don't we just draft Tyler Lindenbaum from Iowa in the first and move Green to left guard?
And put Dotson back to right guard. Your interior is fixed right there. It's young. Got some experience there. Boom. Get a couple veteran tackles in free agency. Boom, your line's fucking good.
Finn Nation, I like Ikwem Ikwanu. I think is how you pronounce your name. I like him. I think he's a tackle, though. And, again, I don't want the tackle position to get too young. Because that's the problem now. Dan Moore allowed a strip sack to Ben in the third quarter. This line sucks. I don't want the line to get younger. This team needs to make splashes. They need to spend some moolah next year. Whether that's on the quarterback, whether that's online, whether that's at corner, whether that's extending Edmonds and Minka. I wouldn't overpay Minka, though. I wouldn't. I'd pay him. I wouldn't overpay him.
Yeah, I agree.
I wouldn't give him top dollar money. Ultimate Elite says Kendrick Green is terrible. We could have had Creed Humphrey. Yeah, he was there in the second round, but we took Frymuth. And I love Frymuth, but you knew that the need was center.
And they waited on the position.
I'll give Green some time, but yeah, I agree. I really agree.
I mean, I appreciate them going after tight end because it's a position that they neglected and were very conservative with for many years since he retired. But
maybe we just had too much expectation rather for Kendrick Green.
Not at center. Plain and simple, this team don't got it. They don't have that it factor.
Right.
Simple.
Minka going to get a high end of money, unfortunately, and will be a cap problem in a few years. See, that's another thing I noticed with this front office. I love Colbert, and Colbert we trust. I still say that. But he has made some stupid extensions the past few years. Zach Banner, Ben Roethlisberger, especially. The only reason why he came back is because we owed him so much.
Yeah.
It wasn't because we knew he would get us a fucking Super Bowl. If they thought that, they're idiotic. They brought him back because they had to. Otherwise, they weren't going to pay him that much to sit on the fucking bench.
Yep.
But Banner, what's his name? Roethlisberger, Hayward, even though he earns every fucking penny this year, I'll give him that. To it, fucking who else?
I think that's just about it.
Those are the ones that come off the top of my head. I wouldn't overpay Minka. I'd keep him, but I wouldn't overpay him. I wouldn't.
No.
Gotta be cautious with the cap, man. Baker already overthrowing his wide receivers, and the water's wet. And the sky is blue. And the Steelers are shit. Baker sucks.
And shit is brown.
Baker sucks, man. Jesus God. We've been streaming for
almost an hour now.
About an hour. Code, if you want to call in, you can, but if not, I think we're going to call it, man. I'm not even watching the game.
No.
Oh, I might watch the game. We got sent home early from work. Thankfully, that's why we're doing the stream a lot earlier. We listed at 9:30 because we had to work, and that's when we anticipated to get off work. Thankfully, we got sent home early because it was slow as shit at work. But you know what? I don't know.
Now, we've been here for almost an hour, ranting and raving and bitching about the Steelers, and rightfully so, because this team is not it.
Cole, I just realized you called me like 10 minutes ago. That's my fault.
Well, you got your phone on mute. Yet again, you always do.
I always have my phone on mute. I don't like noise. I don't like people fucking,
Well, the thing is, if Cole's going to call, then you might want to hit the Bluetooth so that...
Right, if he does call. Which he did a crazy live stream, by the way, which is...
Yeah.
I want to give a few shout-outs to some content creators. The Renegades of Pittsburgh, a.k.a. the Steel City Disciples, man. He's one of the most loyal and realest fans that we know on the platform for sure. Cold Steel, Steel Maiden, Lady Steel, Renegade, Jackson, Jedi, Erica Steel, LC, Muscles. I mean, there's so many.
Bruin Steel.
Bruin Steel for sure. So huge shout out to them. Cold is calling in. Let me get the Bluetooth going. I think it should be paired up.
What is going on, bro?
Let me get the
I
headphones.
have no voice, man. I have no voice.
You have no voice.
I was screaming for, roughly 3 hours watching that game. I mean, oh, what a shit show.
I mean, having to do commentary, I mean, I can understand that. I really can. What's up, by the way?
I honestly was not going to call in, bro. Because you guys already nailed it on the head with everything. Every single topic, you guys nailed it on the head.
Thank you.
And the video going back to last year was just priceless.
By the way, it's because when we hit record, we didn't know what we were going to say, or we kind of knew what we were going to say. We just didn't know how it was going to come out. And I think it came out, too aggressive.
No, it was perfect. It was perfect.
Chat, what do you guys think? Was that warranted? I think it was warranted.
It was absolutely 100%.
Even for something that we all anticipated and expected, it's just...
Chat, I'm going to put a poll in the chat for you guys.
I mean, I have no optimism. I really don't, and you can't blame me for that. Why should I have optimism? The team plays the same way week in and week out. They have the same game plan. Defense can't stop anything.
I love Dom in the chat said he doesn't know how he's going to sleep. I just drank a coffee, bro.
You drank
coffee.
I just drank a coffee, which was probably stupid. I probably should be drinking water, but God.
How many games do we got left before I put this chat? Because I don't want to be like, I don't want to inaccurately put anything.
6 games.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We play the Ravens twice, bro.
Yeah, we do. And you know what? We haven't faced the Ravens this late in I don't know how long. So,
in fact, I'm watching the Browns and Ravens right now. But no, that video, I wasn't even aware of that video.
Really?
I mean, holy shit. Talk about predicting, you know what I mean? Or just having a hunch. Unreal.
Yeah. I hate being, I'm not going to say it. I'm not trying to toot my horn, man.
Yeah.
I'm not like that. I put a chat.
That's why I'm saying it. So you guys don't have to. You see, that's how it works. Ravens just got a first down. That's nice.
How many games the Steelers win the rest of the way? 1 through 3, 4 through 6, or none? And better yet,
what would I vote? See, I kind of want to say 1 through 3 because I can imagine they're at least going to get another win or two.
But against who?
That's the thing. I think maybe the Browns.
Honestly, I think the rest of the way, the rest of the schedule, maybe the Vikings because they tend to blow leads.
And maybe, I'll say this, maybe the Titans, depending on if their three-headed monsters are still out. Even though...
I mean, if the Steelers are really trying at this point, like if they start to realize like they're not in it, it feels weird to say tank because that's just not what we've ever done.
You know they're not going to do it either way. They're still going to think they're in it.
I would. Like, if it was up to me, I'm like, look, guys, fuck that. We're tanking. Let's get this high draft pick so we can get the future quarterback.
Go get our guy, Kenny Pickett.
But, of course, we don't control the team, and some people would probably say, thank God for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not everything we say people agree with, and I'm aware of it, but that's just what I would do.
Mr. Whisper with a $2 super chat says, this game say more about the Bengals or the Steelers?
Says more about the Steelers, in my opinion. I mean, that said, though, see, that's kind of a trick question because I think the Bengals are good, and I've been saying that for, 2 years now?
Yeah.
When they picked up Burrow, I said, you watch, they're going to keep improving. What the hell's going on here? Why is this guy sitting on his ass?
You mean...
Bozeman for the Ravens.
Oh, you must be thinking of Bush.
No, but for this game, though, it shows both, that the Bengals are a good team. They still got a high-powered offense, but at the same time, the Steelers are not a great team.
It depends who you ask. If you ask some certain Steelers fans, they'll probably say Steelers. But if you're talking about me, I'm going to say the Bengals because again, going into this game, none of this surprised the three of us, or probably even more, to be real with you.
Bro, how did somebody vote for 4 to 6 games? Holy shit.
Listen, man, I commend your optimism. I really do. God bless you. But, like, come on, let's be real here. Let's be real.
We would have to get a new defensive line in the next 7 days. We would have to get an offensive line that's not inconsistent. We would have to have the balls to run the ball even when we're down. We'd have to have Ben Roethlisberger not throw pick sixes.
Here's the thing with this line, too.
By the way, I'm very fed up with Ben, especially after watching his press conference and how arrogant he was.
I didn't watch it.
Dude,
I didn't watch it.
It got to a point where you almost broke your camera lens.
Well, but I'm saying after the game, I watched the press conference, and I didn't like anything he fucking had to say. His attitude was it was less about what he was saying and more about how he was saying it. He just came off as an arrogant fuck who didn't give a shit. He was ready to go home, and he's like, it's not the offensive line's fault. And I know somebody's going to say, yeah, he's blaming himself. No, Ben Roethlisberger, when he blames himself, he tells you that.
Yeah.
He tells you. He says it's on me. He didn't do that. So he was pointing the finger at the defense. And all I got to say is, bro, you need to shut the fuck up. Stop pointing the finger. You've been a leader on this team for how many years? You don't know when to keep your mouth shut, Mr. My Pussy Hurts. I had chat going absolutely nuts today in the live stream.
Yeah, because he got strip sacked.
And his pussy hurt.
Oh, my God, he's getting up slow. Oh, my God, I'm hurt. Every time.
Dude, everyone in the fucking chat right now, be honest with yourself. As being Steelers fans for this long, how many times have we seen Ben cry wolf after he throws a pick or gets sacked?
Yeah.
Or
anytime he'll throw a pick, he'll like hold his elbow, he'll hold his shoulder, or he'll like shake his fucking hand. Oh my God, my finger hurts. It's not my fault. No, dude.
Yo, it's so spot on, bro. The fucking handshake.
Dude, I think that's his way of making an excuse. Or trying to hide how he is. How he's been on the field.
Pick six? I think my pinky's hurting.
That's his one way to hide how he's been playing this season. I mean, a 39.
It's comical stuff. Yeah,
he's a 39-year-old quarterback with a subpar offensive line. Like, bro, you're gonna expect to get hit. Like, what'd you expect?
Still Jackson in the chat says, "Go Maulers." Hammers down.
See, you know
Drop
what's crazy? I was hardcore on the Maulers. I even went as far as going to buying a domain. I'll leave that there. But I did. I went out and bought all kind of shit. I'm prepping, and then I saw they were selling fucking long sleeves T-shirts for $60. I said, okay, this is destined to fail.
Yep.
It is destined to fail. You're out here selling $60 printful T-shirts, bro. I mean, $60. And then you're trying to bundle it with $60, bro. And it's from they're using Printful. Yeah, they're using the same place we are.
That's highway robbery, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. That's 3 times.
Yeah, honestly, I'm trying to find a way, and you guys know I cuss out Printful all the time. See, that's what our customers don't know, bro. I'm always talking shit to these guys because I feel like the prices should be lower.
Yeah.
Honestly. It's just, I don't know if I can get behind it, but anyway, let's get back on the topic, man. Let's talk Steelers.
Let's get back on track.
Let's get back on track. We got on a little tangent there.
I saw a chat in here. Someone chat says, where's it at? Something about Tuitt. Jalen Seeley says need Tuitt back for this run defense. Yeah, but he's not going to be back till next year. And the thing about this,
Tuitt's not coming back.
And the thing about this line, this D line, is despite the performances from Cam Hayward, it's old. And no, I'm not saying move on from Hayward, but you got to acknowledge that the line is getting older, and at some point, we're going to see this consistently, even with some of the starters in. I mean, how old is Alu? 34.
34 years. He's going to be 35 next year. Is he even going to come back?
Coming off 2 straight
I don't think so.
Season-ending injuries.
Is he even going to be coming back? I don't think so.
You know, I would love a Tyler Davis from Clemson or a Jordan Davis from Georgia in like the second round maybe to fill in D-tackle or D-line. But it also depends how much the Steelers do in free agency. How much of their wallet are they going to open?
By the way, Chris Taylor says you guys missed his super chat.
Did I?
Yeah, I thought I saw one come in, but I was listening to you, Cole. Just keep scrolling up.
Where's that? There it is. Apologize, Chris Taylor, and I thank you for the $2 super chat. It says, trade Claypool. Size, speed, but doesn't separate. Yeah, you're right. He can't separate. That's his biggest weakness is his separation route running, but I wouldn't trade him.
No, I wouldn't trade him. I will say that my assessment of him was correct. In regards to you could just tell he's not going to have a good year this year.
No,
dude,
he's not. He's not.
He has one touchdown, bro.
And, yeah, like we could say, they're not skimming him right, or he has poor quarterback play. Sure, but you also saw on the field today, like he trips on his routes, he falls down,
he drops balls.
He did drop balls. He dropped like 3 passes today.
But I will say, I want to jump in here. I'm not ready to give up on him at all.
No,
I'm just not there yet. I think he can bounce back.
His ceiling is so high, it's actually exciting. He just has to fix up on these errors. Similar to Deontay Johnson.
Exactly. Now, honestly, that's a great point right there. I mean, that's an excellent point. Because Deontay Johnson last year, a lot of us were probably ready to get rid of him, and look how that panned out. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure he has less than 1 or 2 drops this season. So
yeah, it's a big jump for Deontay. He's having a quiet year. I'll give these guys more time for sure. And maybe with a better quarterback next year, we'll see what these guys are truly made of.
Oh,
but
definitely.
Hopefully that's under a new coordinator or new play calling or new scheme, because I'm not with this Canada shit. I'm not.
The Browns are losing players.
Are they really?
Yeah, another guy went down. Another one of their offensive linemen.
Which number?
Hold on, I missed it. It's not good though. He's in a lot of pain.
Uh-oh. And they have one of the best.
78.
Oh, is that Conklin? He just came back.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
He just came back from IR, bro. Wow.
Yeah, he's hurt bad.
Dude, that's not good for the
He's definitely not coming back.
He just came back from IR.
He's in tears, bro. He's done.
What's the score for the game? It's 0-0. Okay.
Yeah, somebody else in chat already said they're playing pretty sloppy.
What's going on?
Hey, Dwayne, we know the Bengals won. Congratulations. There's your attention. There's your attention, bro. I got you, bro. You attention whore. There you go. Bengals won, bro. Good job. You beat a Steelers team that's in rebuild mode, apparently. Congrats.
Yeah, I guess, right?
Congrats, bro. You won the Super Bowl, man. It's like the lottery for these fuckers.
They're like the next Browns fans, bro.
Hey, guys, we beat the Steelers. Did you see it? Oh, man.
Took you 84 years.
84 years, real shit.
It's been 84 years.
Ricardo Green II with a $5 super chat. Appreciate it, man. It says, we, talking about the Buffalo Bills, will give you Singletary and Moss for Claypool. No cap. Love you guys. Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Obviously talking about Devin Singletary and Zach Moss. They're 2 running backs. I'm good.
Nah, Dwayne, honestly, though, it could happen, bro.
Dwayne what?
He said Super Bowl for the Bengals. It could happen.
They're a dark horse. The way their offense is going.
I'm just saying it could actually fucking happen.
I probably wouldn't go that far yet, but at the same time, I wouldn't.
No, because
I wouldn't deny
they have a strong running game as long as Mixon can go. Their passing offense is so electric. It's not even fucking fair.
And they got the defense that can cause pressure and create turnovers now. And the AFC is wide open. So it is possible. It's possible.
Challenger 16 just said a great comment too. He said stupidity is doing the same thing and expected into a different result. That's actually insanity.
That is Albert Einstein's quote, I believe.
Yeah.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result.
And that's exactly what the fuck the Steelers are. They're insane.
This team is absolutely fucking nuts, bro.
No, he's walking off the Oh, what the hell?
This team is gross.
What the hell?
What happened?
So 78 here was walking. It looked like he was walking, and then he just spazzed the fuck out.
That's not good. That's a non-contact injury.
He just spazzed the fuck out, bro, and the trainers had to grab him. He's done.
What injury is it? Is it a knee or something?
That's nasty.
It's a leg injury.
He just came back from IR like yesterday. That is awful.
That's not good.
I think this is going to be a stretch of mediocre teams just like the mid-'80s until 1992.
I'm going to say now. I think the Ravens are going to win this game.
I think the Ravens are winning the division.
I do too.
And I don't think that we stand a chance next week.
But
the injuries that the Ravens got, I don't think we stand a chance.
Say what you want about the Ravens, and we'll get into this when we do the preview later this week. But say what you want about the Ravens, how they've gotten lucky and this and that. You got to commend them for losing how many fucking players before and during the season, and they're still top of the AFC North.
And we sustained how many injuries as well, but yeah, we couldn't.
And we haven't even played them yet.
No.
Yeah.
And we sustained how many injuries as well, and we couldn't even beat the Lions. So what does that say about us as well? Not just how good the Ravens actually can be at times, but how we are in general.
Right. Mr. Whisper with a $5 super chat says, Ben is done. Would it be a bad idea to let Haskins try and gel rest of the season? Worst case, he sucks and Steelers get a higher draft pick for a quarterback.
I mean, that's my logic. I mean, you can even put Mason in there, honestly.
Yeah,
I would give the nod to Mason.
But you know they're not going to do that. They don't.
Of course not. Of course not.
They don't tank.
I'm going to say the most foolish shit ever, so please, people, don't take me serious. But that's why my Madden franchise is working out.
Right?
Just saying.
Which I got to get back over and play it because...
dude, you're going to envy my team, bro. And I did it clean. I didn't do any, cheating stuff, changing players' positions, stuff like that.
Oh, so you didn't get Aaron Donald? You didn't get Jared?
No, I don't have anybody like that. I still have a lot of the core players on the roster. I even brought back Mason after releasing him as a backup.
That's great.
But, yeah, it's looking pretty good, man. I'm having fun, too. That's the important thing.
Let's see, 168 votes for the poll. How many games the Steelers win the rest of the way? 1 through 3 is blowing the lead with 62%. 4 through 6 games has 14%, and none has 24%.
Sounds like a lot of people have a brain.
Jesse says, as a Steelers fan, the fan base is pretty annoying at times with how quick they change their minds. 1 week of Super Bowl, here we come. Next, it's we are the worst ever. That's why I like you guys. And you know what, Jesse? I appreciate that comment. And the weird thing is, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, we were kind of part of that. But seeing how this team's just constantly underachieved and they don't change anything, it's opened my eyes. And it's like I go into shit just not expecting anything. I'm used to it. And I don't.
I think all of us should.
I'm glad today that when I watched that game, I didn't get heated because I didn't get my hopes up.
Yeah, same. Same exact feeling.
Let's see. We have Chris Taylor with another super chat, this time $5. I appreciate all these super chats, by the way. In typical Steelers fashion, they will give us false hope and win next week. LOL. You are so fucking right.
But the thing is, didn't we all think that this week? Essentially?
Yeah, we did.
Some
but,
people
did. I was thinking the same thing. I said, now watch them win the rest of the season and then be a first-round exit.
But the thing is, dude, I said it earlier, I'm going to say it again. I don't see this team doing a 2005 run because I don't think they have that heart and determination like they did in the fourth quarter against the Chargers. I don't know where that team went. I have no idea where that team went.
You know what?
It stayed. It stayed in Los Angeles.
You want to know why that happened? Because they faced the Chargers, and we all know the Chargers, they pull that shit all the time. That's the only reason why they did that. That's the only fucking reason.
Yeah, that Bengals lineman, he just got carded.
Oh, you mean Browns?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
That's rough. Conklin is one of the best tackles in the league, man. And they just got him back. That's rough.
What I said, Bengals?
Yeah. Yeah, Bengals. It doesn't matter. The Bengals completely swept us today. We've been streaming for...
They're in my head, bro.
It's been a rough day, bro. It's been a rough day.
Yeah, at least you guys got out of work early, though, man. That's the good news.
Yeah, and hopefully that same thing, knock on wood, I don't want to jinx us, but hopefully that happens next week because we're going to have to work next week during the game. We might have to watch most of it at work, but maybe we get sent home again. We can watch the second quarter at home. But we'll see.
Fingers crossed, but not going to get my hopes up.
Not. It's like
Which I'll be live for that one as well.
Yes, but it's like the Steelers, man. Our job, you don't want to get your hopes up because anytime you do, you get disappointed. You get mad. You get frustrated.
So, yeah, you pretty much get used to it. And this is what we are going to be doing for the rest of the way.
You know what? Maybe it's just what I've experienced in life. I'm just not used to getting my hopes up, so I do it with the Steelers now. And guess what? It's working. It's working. You guys should try it out sometime.
Yeah, you don't have to really deal with too much of a headache, a heart attack, like earlier.
Well, I was actually pretty content for majority of the game.
Yeah.
It was just when Ben was throwing interceptions, and I think back to all the shit people have been saying week in and week out, and I'm like, it was like my "I told you so" moment, man, and I just lost my shit.
I seen it live. Jesse, yes, we're gonna listen to we're gonna listen to the game while at work. We're actually gonna be able to watch it since we're getting it locally because we always get Ravens games. But since we're getting it locally, we can watch it on the NFL app, so we'll be able to actually watch the game. And believe me, Sundays at work are slow as shit, so we can literally not even do anything. We could sit in the bathroom and watch it, and no one would care because guess what? We get no work.
Essentially.
And I don't want to jinx myself because knowing next week we'll probably get completely shitted on and we'll miss most of the game. But
we'll see. We'll see.
You know, maybe that's a blessing, though. But either way, you know, we're going to ride this season through, all three of us, and of course, you guys in the chat.
Of course.
We're going to ride this season through, especially since it is the end of Ben. Think of him how we will. Say what we will about him now. It is the end of Ben, so we're going to try to enjoy it. Especially since I've completely just I have no expectations for the rest of the season. So I'm just going to enjoy Ben's last run here. That's it.
And I'm right there with you.
Oh, Steeler Lee, you better believe he will, bro. He'll find a way. I'm sure he's already game planning what he's going to say tomorrow, man.
We'll see.
And I'll be in the chat tomorrow on Moats' live stream. So,
yeah.
We're all waiting to see how Deke's going to spin this one.
But we are 1 hour and 22 minutes into this. I want to thank every single one of you guys for tuning in, especially the super chats. That's greatly appreciated. For just listening to our baffleness and ranting about the Steelers, because I guess that's...
Or as Dwayne says, our crying.
Our crying, yeah.
Whatever. It's pretty much all of the above, honestly. And we apologize if we were kind of all over the place, but, you know, it's kind of like the Steelers, because that's what they are.
Yeah, but I appreciate every single one of you guys. I appreciate Cold Steel for calling in, for getting a little extra discussion going, but I think tomorrow you'll be live for your... recap, I suppose.
That is right, 7:00 p.m. Tune in if you guys want to tune in. And again, I'm going to be working my ass off this week on the Steel Yinzer website, so exciting things are coming.
Yes, because not only is the holiday sale ending come Wednesday, but
that's correct.
We're going to have new stuff coming up for sure, where I'll show you guys right now, the SteelYinzers.com website, so you guys can check all that stuff out. We're going to have more stuff coming. Probably going to take some stuff off, specifically the Big Play Clay, just because we're going to retire that temporarily. But we're going to have all that stuff coming shortly. What's his
Everybody's asking what my channel is. Let me see if I can link it.
It's just at Cold Steel. Cold Steel on Twitter, but he'll put the link in the chat. So
yeah, I think if you just go to youtube.com/ is it Cold Steel or Cold Steel 412? How do I not know that?
I don't know.
It should just be Cold Steel.
But I think it is. I just want to double check. Hold on.
But he's going to put that in the chat while we're going to sign off, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. It is not. We are going to upload our preview at some point this season, or this season, God. Yeah, maybe this season. This week, rather, for the Steelers-Ravens. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know what exactly we're going to say. These next few days, it's going to cool the mind, and I don't know. We'll see what the fuck happens. Yeah, Cold Steel with a K. With a K.
Yeah, dude, I apologize. Obviously, cold is spelled with a C, but I chose K just to stand out, especially when you do Google searches. It's an analytic thing.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Plus, my graphic design business is Cold Venom, so.
Yeah. Which is where that Devin Bush, Orange Cassidy shit comes into play, which I'm going to show that one more time. Where's it at?
Because it's honestly very relevant. Did I say that right?
Yeah, I've been thinking of jokes. I'm not the greatest comedian. That's not my strong point, but I found that funny as hell.
Where the fuck is it at?
We'll just go to the profile.
In fact, we're going to end the stream like this, because you want to know why? It's relevant. That's why, motherfucker. That's fucking why, motherfucker. Yeah. I don't know why I just said that. But, yeah, we're going to end it off right there, guys. Take a look at Orange Cassidy, Devin Bush, the laziest fucking Steeler on the roster.
Orange Bush or Bush Cassidy or Devin Cassidy, whatever.
I like Bush Cassidy. It just has a ring to it, man.
Yeah. But we're going to sign off, guys.
So much for all the tweeting from Devin Bush, right?
Yeah. Yeah, really. But you guys have a great rest of your night. Try to enjoy actual AFC North football, if there is even actual AFC North football going on. I don't know how the game's going to go, but you guys have a great rest of your night. Have a great week, man, especially with December coming up. And
as always, Go Steelers.
Go Steelers. Thick and thin, go Steelers. I suppose. And I just completely changed it. My fault.
There we go.
All right, we're going to end it that way.
All right, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Peace.